not okay. This needs to stop now.
Hey, come back here.
I thought it was E2.
What was that?
I don't know.
Bilbo knocked the white bowl off the...
Oh, shit, I forgot how to look back at you if you try to run out. No. Fuck. It tricked me.
You know, games kind of do that sometimes.
The internet.
The internet has changed everything. How we view media, how we talk to each other. Dude, how we, like, store recipes, how we store photos, how we...
directions.
Yeah, directions. It's changed everything.
Everything.
The internet has changed my life in so many ways, and I would say for the most part, it has been for the better. Other parts, I would say that I'm permanently scarred for the rest of my life by what the internet has exposed me to.
Yes.
But The Odd Ones Out has made a video here talking about how the internet changed me. And James has always been really tongue-in-cheek with some of his stuff whenever it comes to, like, this had a profound effect on me. Or this was just, like, what made me, like, this is what made me like this for the rest of my life. And this is one I actually might find myself being more relatively agreeing with, because there's some stuff he talked about, you know, because he talked about PBS, but it was the era of PBS after us.
Yeah.
It was like all the shows had changed by that point. But yeah, this right here, the internet changed me. I wonder what he's going to talk about. I guarantee he's going to talk about, like, how it went from dial-up to broadband to now Wi-Fi and everything, and now, like, satellite internet with Starlink and all that. It's like, Jesus, man. Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable.
It is.
Well, we got this here. Let's go ahead and pop it up on screen, see what James has to say about the internet and how much it changed him. Let's go.
May I have your attention, please? Your attention. Please. May I have some? Please. What if I put up gameplay of Subway Surfer and used a robot voice? Would that keep you stimulated? Wikipedia says that people born between the year 1981 and 1996 are part of a group called millennials. And I am a 96 baby. Hello, year of the rat. What's up? I'm cusping on that millennial Gen Z line, so I can relate to all you Gen Zers, okay? I know what cap means, I know what drip means, and I also don't remember where I was when 9/11 happened.
I remember exactly where the fuck I was.
I do too.
It was 8th grade, and I remember we had just gotten into a history class, and then my teacher turned on the TV. Right when he turned it on, that's when we saw the second plane come in. And then immediately everyone in the classroom just shut the hell up, no matter what they were talking about. Every single one of them shut the hell up and just started looking at the TV. And yeah, him talking about being born in 96, he is born at the ass end of being a millennial. If the millennial time frame that they're talking about right there, you know, 81 to 96, you and I were born smack dab in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Like, we were born, like, there's some people who are born in, like, the early Generation Y who identify as Generation Y and completely just, like, throw the term millennial aside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those. I don't like the term millennial because, dude, I was born 12 years before the millennium was even a thing.
Yeah.
So I had hit puberty by the time the millennium rolled around. And I don't know, for me, I find the term Generation Y more endearing and more something I find myself agreeing with than millennial.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't know.
I'm cool. I don't really give a fuck what people say. Well, sorry about the F-bomb, guys. I really don't care what people say about your timeline of birth, because I've met people who were born after me that are boomers. There's, you know what I mean? They have that same mentality. And
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I mean, the generational thing is it's a good gauge to a certain degree, but also like you're imprinted upon by who raises you in your environment and stuff. That can come from another time.
And you saying that about like boomers from any generation? Okay, anyone out there who gave me crap about calling George Carlin a boomer when he's from the silent generation? Yes, I'm well aware of that. Here's what I want all of you all to do. I want all of you all to realize something, or to really think about something. If you've ever looked at someone who is from like Generation X or Generation Y or from the more modern generations, and you have called them boomer, your opinion is invalid on you telling me that George Carlin's from the silent generation, because apparently you can't decide what the fuck a boomer is. Thank you. Good night.
However, Gen Z, there is a difference between us. We're both a generation that grew up on the internet. But you grew up with the internet. We grew up with the internet.
Yes.
The internet didn't used to always look like this. It has metamorphosized a multitude of times.
God.
Yes.
Now, if you talk to an older millennial, they'll tell you the horror stories of the late 90s internet.
Oh my God, the forums.
That's us.
That is us.
Oh.
Oh, the friggin' forums everywhere. Dude, I hate thinking about it. I hate it, dude.
God.
The internet used to be paired with your home's landline, and if you don't know what a landline is, good. If you wanted to surf the net at blazing speeds of 7 kilobytes a second, then you couldn't use your telephone at the same time.
It got so bad. My sister became a gabby girl, just like always on her phone, just like. It got so bad. My parents got another line just so that they could use the internet. That's how bad it was. Oh.
This was before texting even existed, so if you needed to talk to someone, you had to call them and look up their phone number in that 20-pound weapon known as a phone book, and then if someone else was using the internet, they'd get the pleasure of listening to... Although, if I had to make a sound that...
Dude, I had that clock.
Yes!
I had that clock. I'm still trying to get one of them fucking clocks, but because all of y'all want to go and collect and make everything that's cool from my childhood expensive, that son of a bitch is worth like $150.
Bop it. Yeah.
I'm trying to get one of those alarm clocks because I actually need it, because I won't wake up, and that thing will wake you up.
It will.
And I can't, like, every one that I find is so expensive, I'm never paying that much money for it.
It's such a pain.
Anyway, sorry, rant
No,
over.
no, that's fine. That's a good
entire
one.
internet, it would sound exactly like this. I didn't grow
Yeah.
up with dial-up, but I did grow up in a time where the internet looked completely different.
Oh, God, AIM. Oh, my God. I started using that in high school. Like, that was, like, things we, like...
Yeah.
Boodoo, boodoo, boodoo.
By the time I was exploring the interwebs, we got speeds up to 1 megabyte per second. So the highest quality video you could stream on YouTube was in 240p, or this big. And it would still buffer a lot. Gen Z, you weren't there when YouTube had a 5-star
I
scoring
remember
system
that.
and the subscribe button was yellow, and
Yeah.
people would put these things all over their videos.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Dude, those little annotations that would pop up all the time. Oh, my God.
You weren't there when the videos were in a 4:3 aspect ratio, because that's what TVs look like. You weren't there when a background for a website would be a never-ending grid of a JPEG, and music would play against your will, and your
Yeah.
cursor would turn into a sparkly wand, and... Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
Whatever
that was
happened to
actually
that?
nice.
And then the person who built the website would go, it's looking pretty good, but you know what this web page really needs? A counter that'll tell you
Oh!
Yeah.
I miss those.
How many times people visited the site?
Yes. I miss those.
total number of people who visited. Let me just copy this HTML code I found online. And if you're around my age and you also had unsupervised computer time, then great, you were also there to experience the pre-puberty years of the internet. Try to
The MySpace era. Oh my God.
imagine the internet without social media. No Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or MySpace. Them just not talking about themselves
Yeah.
or sharing their opinions online? Were we as a society more connected with the people we knew in the real world?
Hell yeah, we were.
No, of course not.
What?
People have
Yeah,
been
we
sharing
were.
their opinions online since day one. They were just doing
Oh.
it on random message boards.
The message boards, like,
Yeah, but
that's
we
one
were
thing-
connected, dude.
We were, because
My friends that I knew before social media are pretty much still my fucking friends.
yeah,
you included.
you, me, Miles.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude,
I still talk to most of them all the time.
yes. And social media's just made it easier to stay in contact with one
Yes.
another. But I'm not one of these people who goes on social media and
But then
go, like,
again,
friend collecting.
we were still even before him.
Yes.
So those connections are different.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think there needs to be a little bit of a rift. I hate to say it, but there needs to be sort of like a dividing point between, like, people who came up with, who had the internet from the jump versus people who, had the internet.
He grew up with the internet. We
Yeah.
grew up, and then the internet happened in the middle of it. The
Yes.
birth of the internet took place while we
Dude,
were coming up.
I remember the first time I got a cell phone.
Yeah, me too.
When I got into high school. My mom bought me this little old flip phone from the Alltel store that had, Alltel. Yeah, that takes
that
me
tells
back.
you.
And I just remember flipping that thing up and just being like, I can call anybody.
But why?
I can send a text message to my mom letting her know that I'm at my friend's house. And if she tells me to come home, I'll just be like, I can pretend I didn't read the message. Or I didn't receive the message. Yeah. I did that a couple times. It pissed my mom off a little bit.
I know it sounds trivial nowadays, but there was once a novelty in being able to type anything you wanted into the computer, and then someone else you didn't know would instantaneously respond.
I hope you die.
Even Neopets, a game
Hell
targeted
yeah.
to children,
I remember
had
that.
chat rooms and let anyone send unfiltered messages to children. I'm surprised I didn't meet any weirdos. That's one thing that'll never change with the internet. There will always be weirdos online.
Yes.
In fact, most of a weirdo's life is spent behind a computer. I would know. I think people love sending messages so much that sometimes your friend would send you a message that said, "You've just been hit by the duck truck. Send this message to 8 of your friends and you'll be as sexy as a truck." Ignore and you'll be hit by a 16-wheeler. You have 7 days.
Yeah.
And instead of blocking that person, some people would keep the chain going.
Yes, they would. And it'd be annoying as hell.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, and by the time I finished reading it, it's like, you'll be hit by an 18-wheeler. And I'm just like, good.
And
I'll never
much
have to
like
read
the,
shitty messages from you again.
Much like the online propaganda of today, people actually believed that shit sometimes.
Except, well, yeah. And not only that, but it's in some ways even worse now because people will willfully believe it because it's part of an agenda that they agree with.
Yeah.
Not because of like some innate fear of just like the unknown. It's just like, but what if it does happen? Instead, it's just like they want it to happen so that they can have more shit to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
Period. They do that all the time.
Hey, I have a quick question. When was the last time you ever had to type a specific website into your address bar? Probably somewhere about 10 years, give or take. You just type in a Y, and then YouTube pops up. You put in a T, you get Twitter, and P gets you pictures of alligators.com. And if you had a specific question you wanted to ask the internet, you just Yahoo it, right? Yahoo? Oh, no, that's not the one you kids are using. You kids are using that new search engine, right? Ask Jeeves? I know there's like 4 main
And I remember when Ask Jeeves got rebranded to Ask.com.
Yeah.
Then there was also Excite. There was also all these search engines exist.
So many.
Hold on, real quick. I want to do a test. Let's see. I know Yahoo's still around. Ask Jeeves. Yeah, it's Ask.com. And it's still there. Okay, what about... Yep, Excite is still there, too.
Wow.
Dude, holy shit. I can't... Like, I am just baffled right now.
What was the one that was like the dog?
Oh, Lycos.
Lycos, yeah. Still
It's
there.
still up.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Oh, God, I'm so old. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's get back into this.
Websites that everyone goes on, but back then, instead of having a social media account, people made their own websites.
Yes.
So there were a bunch of different websites for you to explore, and to help you find
lot of them
those
not
websites,
cataloged.
You had a few search engines to pick from.
Alta
Everyone
Vista.
loves to dunk on Bing for even attempting to be a search engine, but back in the day, Google had some competition. Obviously, I can see why Google ultimately won the search engine battle. Google is a great company, and I would recommend Google to all my peers and coworkers. I love Google. As much as I love the internet, some of the best memories we had on the computer weren't even on the internet, were they? Sometimes the internet would just go down. But did that stop us? Did we go outside? No. We were still able to supply ourselves with hours of entertainment even without an internet. All you had to do was click Start, All Programs, Accessories,
No!
Games,
Yes!
and then...
Yes! Oh! Oh, that sound.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I need to hear it one more time. I remember when my grandmother showed me that. My grandma showed me how to get to that.
I played it here
Damn.
recently.
Still fun?
Yeah. I mean, you know, pinball machines are the shit, so.
Yeah, of course. And that one's like an OG, dude. That one's
I spent more time on the Minesweeper and on the game where you would ski and the abominable snowman would try to get you.
Oh, Ski Free?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Space Cadet Pinball.
My
I
God.
guarantee every
Yes.
millennial watching this right now just got hit with a big wave of nostalgia. This
Although it doesn't turn me into Guy Fieri.
It should.
Fuck no, dude. I dyed my hair once, and I never did it again.
game might seem simple because
Okay,
there's
here.
only 2
I
buttons
think
that you
so.
can press, but when you really got into it, this game had a whole lot more going on. Trust me, Space Cadet Pinball was all we had sometimes, and I cherished every second of it. But if you were anything like me growing up, you were also practicing your art skills. And luckily, every computer came pre-installed with a top-of-the-line painting software that every
MS
artist
Paint.
needs. Yeah, this program's got everything. There's a line tool and a bucket tool and a circle
Bucket?
tool. And sometimes when I was really bored, I would make a black rectangle, scribble the freeform selection tool on it, and then blammo. Yeah, I still
Dude,
got it. I
that's
just
awesome.
made a
Skills.
masterpiece. And Fun James bonus tip, for some extra self-induced epilepsy, hold down Control-I
No!
to invert
Don't-
the colors
Oh,
so your
no.
masterpiece will go, oh my god,
Yep.
it hurts to look at. Hey, looks like you're trying to
Oh, God!
this YouTube
Yep.
video.
Anytime
Would
you
like
use
my
the
help?
Microsoft program.
No, Clippy. Even when you were around, I never used you. I just liked having you there to keep me company. The internet is still a relatively
Yeah.
new invention that is ever changing the way we live. And we have yet to see the full effects of what being connected since birth does to a person.
Oh.
The fact that the accumulation of all human knowledge can now fit in your pocket, that's going to affect your day-to-day life. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to get off the internet, touch grass, and live your life to the fullest. Otherwise, I'd be a hypocrite and unemployed. There's no denying all the positive things that the internet has to offer. But I'm also not going to deny all the negative things that come with instant gratification.
Yeah. Burnout, sad, fear of missing out, addiction, misinformation, identity theft, poor mental health. Sad.
It's true.
It is. It is.
Too. As technology advances, so too do we advance the amount of time we spend online. The internet can connect us to 1 million different people and perspectives that we never would have been exposed to before. but it can also expose us to some really nasty people and perspectives.
Yes.
And the only thing we can do about those people is shrug and say, sorry, that's the internet. So, are we as a society better off with the internet? I think so, but just,
Don't.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, James.
I don't know, just remember to drink water and stretch. All right, that's the lesson of this video. Go stretch. I'm serious, right now, go touch your toes. Thank you all so much for watching this video about the internet and how it's changed. One thing that hasn't changed is how amazing my team is. Please everyone give them a big round of applause. They did an amazing job.
It's a lot
I
of
don't
them.
have too many updates to update you on. There's some new Black Friday deals going on in the merch store, so
Hey.
check that out. And to my LA viewers, if you're still watching, the Scribble Showdown show is doing an 18+ event in LA this January, so feel free to check that out if you're over 18. Anyway, that's all for me. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe
Take it
and wear your
nationwide,
seatbelt.
dude. Take it nationwide, brother. Come to our neck of the woods again. I'd find that hilarious.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Fun to go to.
Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah. So James hit that. Oh, dude, that Space Cadet got me.
That one really got you.
That got me down.
I was surprised
bad.
it got you.
Well, dude, I haven't played that in for hell and ever.
You don't play it? Come on, man.
I haven't.
You can find that shit easy.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Let's see if it's still here. So
I'm pretty sure there's a browser-based version of it.
probably.
I think that's what I was playing it on.
Oh, it took me to Bing.
Of course it did.
Ah well, I'll find it. I'll find it sometime or another. Anywho, yeah. So the internet changed me. Yes, it did. The internet changed all of us.
Never changed my diapers, though.
Oh, that's true. But I guess until next time, everybody. If you want to check out more from the Odd Ones Out, feel free to do so by hitting the links and also hitting his name in the title of the video. And also, if you want to see more from this guy right here, they call me Hat Guy, be sure to check out his channel by clicking his name in the title of the video, where they are very rapidly approaching 28,000 subscribers. And hopefully we'll get there before the end of the year. Let's see if we can help them with that. Wink, wink. And until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Chad.
Take care, everybody. Peace.